Hello friends, I'm SuchaSquare and we are playing The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings. Okay, so let us load. Okay, again, let me just change my windows. Here we are. We're going to load our save game. And I think we left off like finding those two lost soldiers. Excuse me, we found them in the place where Sabrina Glevissig was burned at the stake. Here, Lost Lambs is what it's called. And also we are doing that, what is it called, the Little Sisters quest. It was from a soldier from the camp, and it was, so we found this creepy hut near the beach. And we spoke to ghosts there, and the ghost said that it was Maverick, the soldier from the camp, who killed them. So we just need to confirm that story, because as things go in the Witcher games, it is not always, I mean, it is often not a simple case of, yep. Usually you can't trust ghosts, and you can't trust humans either. Just need to use our best judgment. And hello, Flo. Everything's going good? Thank you for asking. What about you? So I want to ask you something. Do you know to find out the games in your library that aren't beatable? I tried to find it on how long to beat, but it doesn't give me the info. Huh. Do you know how to find out the games in your library that aren't beatable? So you mean like ongoing games? It doesn't give me the info. Not really. The only way that I use how long to beat I mean the website is for specific games. So if I'm interested about a specific game, then I will just check how long to beat to find just the general number. Like the average, I mean. Games that are endless or don't have any main story, that kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Can I help with anything?
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to help you there. I see, it's just the game excluded these kinds of games, but they don't tell me... Oh yeah, the game site. They don't tell me what they are. Because usually they would tell you, like, there are different categories in the site, right? So they would tell you just if it's just the main game, the main campaign, if it's a completionist run, if it's stuff like that, and there would be different times there accordingly. I'm just talking to, what's her name, Leva here. I'll be going, thanks. Okay, so nothing new. We can't ask her anything new.
Chance of Henselt and Shillard inviting us to their meeting.
Okay, I'm going to check the dog, alright? Give me a few seconds, please. Excuse me.
2 hours away. Piss on their tents?
Just need to watch that we don't make a mistake while drunk.
Aye, there are.
Okay, I'm back. It's just because we have someone working on the house.
Other lands have slizzards, drowners, we have trolls.
So I guess what we should do now is, yes, first get our reward from Zivik, from the Lost Lambs quest.
Not another fucking stone.
And then go back to Maverick. Ask him his side of the story. So Zivik, he looks different now because he gave us his beaver hat. Oh, there's the marker. Oh wait, he still has his beaver hat.
Still looking for coins.
Maybe he has a
What do you
duplicate.
want, Witcher?
Yeah, found those missing
The
soldiers.
soldiers you were looking for, they got held up for a while at Sabrina's circle.
Oh, the idiots! To be duped by witchcraft and superstitions. I'll put them to scrubbing the latrines indefinitely. But I thank you for bringing them back. Your reward, as promised.
Wait. I remember him saying that. That means I didn't save. Oh, dogs. Sorry. Sorry.
There's a soldier by the inn selling scraps from Sabrina's execution site.
I know. The damn quartermaster. This business of his muddles the minds of the soldiers. Suddenly, everyone believes a splinter in your pocket'll protect you in battle. Half-wits.
After what happened,
I'll tell you one thing, Witcher. In combat, I can count on my shield, my armor, and my comrades. Many of those boys will die in Vergen. I want them to be afraid. If they're dumb and put their trust in rusty nails and ashes, they won't have a hope in hell.
Alright, we're back. I'm sorry for that, I needed to move the dogs. I should have done that earlier, so yeah, I'm sorry. Let us go back to the game then. I'm just going to breeze through these conversations because we already had them.
I did.
We already did them in the last stream, and I forgot to save, I think. So you saved in the you served in the Dun banner? Uh-huh. And now he gave us his beaver cap. Thanks, Zivik, you helped me.
Thanks, Civic.
Heard of the
I
Visionary?
heard there's a man living outside the camp known as the Visionary. Ever met him?
The soldiers talk about him, but I've never seen him. If I ever do, he'll regret that he fooled my people with all those superstitions.
Did you see Sabrina? From what
That's
Yeah, he loves Henselt.
so long.
Henselt is the kind of king that takes care of his soldiers. And they love him in return.
the plague.
I'm a bit scared of going against the saint. The enemy have fed you
So now we go back to Little Sisters and let us talk to Maverick.
What if she's through?
So Flo, yes, so what you did is like you linked your Steam library to the site to How Long to Beat. I did not even know that it had that feature. I just use it for specific games that I'm interested in.
Have you managed to do anything with her?
I need your help to drive the specters off. I've been to the hut on the cliff.
I went to the house where you and your unit were stationed. Found some interesting things in the cellar.
I know nothing of that, and don't wish to know anything. I just want to be rid of that phantom.
I can't help you if you don't tell me the truth.
If I must. Folks say that old Malget conspired with the river demons. So much blood has flowed down the Pontar. It's the evil in it that the beings in the river's depths feed on. That's all I know, truly. Have you managed to do anything with her?
Okay. The specters accuse him of killing them, the inhabitants of that hut. But what he says is true, like Malget, the father of the family in that hut, he did have this occult cellar. So I need your help to drive off the specters. The specters claim you're a murderer. I'm probably not safe to tell him this. Yeah, alright. I need your help to drive off the specters. Then we'll find out maybe when we encounter them. Ask them to tell their own sides of their stories. And then we'll decide.
The specters manifest themselves even when you're absent. They've burrowed deep into your subconscious. If I killed them now, they'd return instantly. So I need your help to destroy them.
If there's no other way, what would you ask of me?
Meet me at the beach, an hour before midnight.
Okay, an hour before midnight. What time is it? Is there a way to tell the time? Maybe if we meditate. Oh, it's already past midnight, so we will need to wait a whole day. Okay. Should we finish this now? Okay, let us finish this now. It's probably better if I go there now. And then just meditate there.
Know-it-alls. I'm done with this cursed place. The bloody
Let me just check my inventory. Yep, I have lots of space left.
Bark. Bob.
As long as they pay us, I'll sit it I was here yesterday.
So running back there. Here's Zoltan. That's interesting. Zoltan actually goes back and forth from the Temerian camp to the brothel. I like it when NPCs move. Let me just check here if the Rot Fiends did not come back. I don't actually remember if we finished this. No, we haven't. How many more dead bodies do we need to... Oh, 6 more dead bodies that we need to burn. Let's go back to Little Sisters. Is this the entrance? Yep. And then when we're done with this, we are going to do that. We're going to meet with that visionary. The person who is like leading this cult who worships Sabrina Glevizig. There he is. There's Maverick. So... an hour before midnight. Maybe this would still work. Let me just quick save. Maybe we don't need to meditate.
Come on. No reason to keep the specters waiting.
Are they here? Yep, they are here. I'm glad that that worked.
You finally returned, brother. Time to atone
Brother.
for your evil deeds. You shall surrender to us your soul.
Kiss my arse, Phantom. You'll not make me shit myself this time. Me and the Witcher will dispatch you where you belong.
Naive little Maverick, made a fool of your entire life. Isn't that true, Geralt?
What are they talking about?
Yeah, let's not make any decisions first. Let's investigate. I need to ask you something.
The specters say you're their brother, and you murdered them 3 years ago. What do you say?
How can you even ask? I'm a soldier, not a murderer!
Okay, tell the truth.
Denying it is not enough. You need to prove your innocence, and I need to know the truth before I make my choice.
I never murdered anyone. I'm a soldier. I kill foes, not women.
Huh. Well, if I'm going to go by my experiences with The Witcher 3, I think I'm going to side with the human here, with Maverick. He seems honest enough. Okay, I believe you. Hopefully we're correct here.
I'll take your word over that of evil spirits. Now help me. Wonder how many more will turn up.
Okay, come on. 2 more. Will bombs work on them? Yep, it does. Ooh, whoa, whoa, we're close to death. Careful. There we go.
I'll not forget what you did for me.
I did it for coin.
Ouch.
Small price for peace of mind.
Don't you owe me an explanation? I want to hear the truth.
I was born by the very border. General van der Grift understood that I knew every blade of grass here. So he appointed me lead scout. We were based in my family's house.
This house.
So
One day
he
I
is their
scouted
brother.
beyond the river. When I returned, I found my father digging the graves behind the house.
What happened?
Honor was everything to him. He had brought us up, taught us principles, and then one day Adernian soldiers arrived and undid all that. Shamed his children. He could not stop himself. He swore he did not do it, but there was blood in his clothes. We fought. He fell from the cliff.
Why did the specters want your soul?
Maybe they've no tolerance for patricide.
Maybe. Now go back to camp and present proof of your valor. Take back your dignity.
Huh. So the father killed his own daughters because they were... He said they were shamed by the Adernian soldiers, so they were raped? And then because he said honor was foremost to his dad couldn't bear it and he killed his own daughters? Maybe he was possessed or something. He was dealing with the occult. Oh. Come on, Geralt, swords!
Come on!
I need to deal with these drowners. Well, we failed doing that. Game, did you autosave for me? I hope you did. Where are you going to load me? Hopefully it's after the quest. No! Game. Well.
Come on. No reason to keep the specters.
We get to experience that all over again. Let me just make sure. Yep. Yeah, hello. I mean, it's not actually the dying that I'm bitter about. It's that we need to redo it again. Hey, don't listen to them.
Don't listen to this nonsense.
This is nonsense. I hear you, Geralt.
Damn you.
Come on. Die already.
I'll not forget.
Yep, I will not forget that.
Don't you will.
I was
This how?
I saw it 2
What
times.
happened?
honor.
Why did this?
Maybe.
Maybe.
And now we save quickly. There we go. Now these drowners. You got the Wraith trophy. What? Damage 6. But our trophy now is what? Okay, give me the Wraith trophy. Plus 6 damage. There's another drowner there. And we already looted this dead Kedweni. And that's that, we're done. What? That's that, we're done. Let us go back to camp and do... which one is that? The Rot Fiend contract. Picking up some materials, some ingredients along the way, and leveling up as well. Next we take, which one is better? This one, Combat Acumen, plus 10% damage and 10% damage reduction, so that's good. I'm happy that we made the right choice there, not believing the specters. We saved a life. And not only his life, like his honor in the military. They won't make fun of him now. Okay, this is not the path. Hello, Atebe. Yep, we just did it. We believed Maverick's story. We found out what actually happened, or at least we found out what actually happened according to his side of the story. But it did appear that those ghosts were not actually the ghosts of his sisters. They were just evil spirits. Is that correct, Atebe? Oh, the Rot Fiends are back.
Damn monsters. Die now!
A super soldier serum, or what?
Yeah, I think we already burned all of the corpses here. We just need to find another location. They lied! Oh, good, good. So the specters lied, and Maverick was saying the truth.
Life can be really strange. I fought the Nilfgaardians a few years.
I'm happy when I accidentally stumble upon the correct decisions every now and then. Because Maverick himself wasn't doing a good job of explaining himself. I just sided with my guts, and at least, usually being a Witcher, we're doing our job. More often than not, we should side with human beings. Oh, wait. Huh. We are fighting an invisible Rot Fiend, it seems like. Huh. I was getting hit earlier. I wasn't seeing anything. Oh, there! Where is it? Oh, there! we can hit him. Oh, we're still here. Wait, I thought he already died. Let's try throwing a grape shot bomb at him. There he is. Wow. I think that was the first time I encountered that glitch. An invisible Rot Fiend. Oh, even you, Atebe. That was interesting. And we almost died there, too. Alright, corpses to burn. So that's number 4. Number 5. Number 6 should also be around here then. Yeah, number 6. Oh, and I think I remember where the last batch of corpses would be. It's a place of power. Wait, I think I remember something around here. I remember there being an Arrakis in one of these furrows, gullies. I can't show up after this week. Oh, my work shifted. Oh, that's too bad. So now you work in... what time is it there? In the afternoon?
Hello.
I'm going to miss you, Atebe. Can't you watch at work?
The plague.
I'm looking for that Arrakis layer. There should be one near here. Like this looks like... oh yeah, that is the place. Oh, and the entrance is on the other side. I see. I just didn't notice it. We were already there earlier, I think. Oh, this is it. Nope, not this. Can I climb? Oh, okay. I thought that there was an invisible wall there. Or it was too high for Geralt to climb. Okay. Should quick save. Jump down. I'm going back to school in winter too. Oh yeah. I'm going to lose. At first I thought I was just going to lose 50% of my audience, but now, oh no, I'm going to lose 100% of them. We'll talk about that later. For now, I need to focus on this one. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Don't get mauled, Geralt. Not good, not good. Okay. Well, it didn't work. Nope. Well, it worked for half a second. Try it again. There we go. Mage's gloves. Nah, I think I'll stick around. I'm only going back for general arts and sciences. I see. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, I hope you can still fit it in your schedule. Flow. And Ate Bay, yeah, that's too bad. I mean, you can tell me your new schedule. I might be able to sneak in a few streams every now and then. And then the other corpses should be here as well. And also that, what do they call him? The Visionary. Oh, they're actually. Oh.
Under fire! Help us!
More Kedweni soldiers who worship Sabrina Glevissig. Oh, no, Geralt, not now. You're fighting. Okay, get away from him. He's going to explode. I told
Thanks
you.
for your help, Witcher. If not for you, we'd end up like our mate there. We were on our way to see the Visionary, bearing gifts and all. But I'll be damned if I'll take one more step that way. Wouldn't be on your way to see him, would you? If you are, give him this coin for us. Do what you will.
So... yeah, they were about to go to the Visionary. But they got attacked on the way, and so now they want us to give their offering in their stead, which is very, very trusting of them. So your work now is from 9 to 6 p.m. Oh, and we are in the same time zone. All right. So it would have been like the perfect time back when I was still streaming in the evening. We'll see. Maybe in the weekends. One thing that I'm actually wanting to do is stream on Facebook, but just for my friends, and just 30 minutes a day. I kind of want to know how long it would take for me to finish a game if I just played for 30 minutes a day. That would be a new experience for me.
Quick! You'll be safe here.
How many more can there be?
Over here, inside the candles.
More harpies to farm.
Quick! You'll be safe here.
Yep, I know, but...
over here, inside the candles.
Yes. I'm doing this on purpose, you know. I know what I'm doing. I need those harpy feathers. I need them for coin.
Over here, inside the candles.
Yes! Okay, are you happy? I'm inside the candles. So you will find new viewers. I may find new viewers, Saturday, but I will never forget you. I promise. I mean, it's probably more likely that you are going to find new streamers and forget about me.
We're safe here. I awaited them. They were to come bearing gifts. I heard their cries. Guess they were attacked. If they're not here, they must be dead.
They're alive. I mean, 2 out of 3. They won't be bringing in you any coin. Oh, yeah, here's their coin.
No, they're alive. They didn't want to risk it anymore, went back to camp. They asked me to give you this coin for candles.
This is but half. Why, I'll not do more than braid some wicks for this. What do you want from me? I'll not believe you came here by chance.
Yeah, you're right. I need to learn some things, and few are willing to talk. Sabrina Glevisig's story, that's what interests me most.
Listen, I'll not speak with you until I get my coin. Pure and simple. Though I do provide charitable help to the faithful, if you were to become one of them.
He's ungrateful. Should be happy we gave him the coin to begin with. We could have easily just pocketed that. You take a donation. We need to change the subject. Sure, I'll join your fate.
I've heard a lot of good things about you. All right, I'll become a follower.
Wonderful. Listen then, for I'll not say this twice. If your intentions are pure, you will do as I ask. Each convert must pass a test. You will spend the night at the old chapel near Sabrina's pupils.
Where?
Twin Lakes I have named in her honor.
Is that all?
Before you kneel to meditate, you will drink the mixture I shall give you. You must then remember all that occurs. That's very important, as you'll need to recount it to me fully.
All right, I'll come back once I'm done.
This is a weird initiation, right? And how about I kick your ass? Yes, I mean, he has guts to speak like that to a witcher who he just witnessed took care of like half a dozen harpies. The Visionary's Notes. Part 2. And Part 3. Where's Part 1? Is Part 1 a mystery? Let's read the notes then. Start with Part 2. So, My Road to the Light, the second fragment. Very official. Very scripture-like. We nailed Miss Glevisig to a wheel. We pierced her slender hands and throttled her narrow waists with a rope. Okay, those adjectives. Sounds like he has a crush on her. And the pyre was ready beforehand. Henselt laughed and encouraged us to mock her, so we did. As the flames licked the wood, I looked into her bright eyes, yet I could see no fear in them, only peace. I trembled for the first time. I trembled once again as the flames themselves starved. The fire would not accept the victim. Then Henselt ordered to feed the flames with more wood. The branches were wet and the smoke stung our eyes, filling us with remorse. Through the flames, I could see Miss Glevisig suffocating and trembling for the third time. I grabbed the spear used to push the wood on the pyre. Unmindful of the heat, I scaled the flaming wood and pierced her heart. Thus, I was transformed into fire. Okay, I remember now. This visionary is the soldier who pierced Sabrina, who wanted to like quicken Sabrina's suffering and wanted to kill her instead. So it's just like in the Bible, like that soldier who pierced. Did he? Is that actually in the Bible? Jesus' side. Let's go. You read the Bible? Yes, I grew up reading the Bible. The Philippines being mostly Catholic and all. But I am not religious anymore. I grew up Catholic, but I'm an atheist right now. But don't tell that to my family, though. It's a secret. But I still go to church every Sunday because I have a nephew that I need to bring there. My road to the light, the third fragment. Henselt was furious that I had ruined his spectacle. I was beaten to a pulp. Soon I was stripped of my rank, and those I had thought friends turned from me. I started drinking more than ever and sank into sloth, so I was regularly punished. Yes, because you did that. I spent all my free time in solitude, until one day, as I sat with a bottle of foul spirits staring at a sizzling candle stub, I understood that it had all happened for a reason. I had a calling. The flicker that Miss Glevisig had lit within me spread over my heart, and it burned with a flame of faith. Typical of people, right? We always want to ascribe some higher purpose to the events in our life. You go to church as well. Does going to churches warrant a wow in Taiwan? Yeah, kind of. You can think of it like that, I guess. I'm an undercover atheist. My friends do know, though. It's just my family, because of course I don't want my mom worrying about me. It's just going to be a whole lot of trouble that I have to explain what it is and stuff like that. Especially since being an atheist still carries a big stigma here in the Philippines. Okay. Nothing special. So we should go to Sabrina's shrine in the evening and drink the Visionary's potion. Let me make sure that I have that potion. Drink potions. Visionary's potion. Okay. We do have it. We just need to go to Sabrina Glevisig's shrine. And that shrine is located here. Okay, it is where we fought another one of those giant aracas. So most teenagers go to church to meet. Kinda, yes. I just roll my eyes at those, like Facebook posts saying, you should find God-fearing boys,
Medallion's vibrating.
God-fearing men. Wow, Grape Shot is very effective against these. Yes, Flo. I mean, especially since when I see them being posted by my students. So yeah, those kinds of posts made me angry back then, especially since, so I believe that even Christians themselves should be angry at those kinds of posts because they're using the name of God just to get likes. It's very unchristian if you ask me. Oh, and he's back. Hello. This is the acorn variety. The one that we fought earlier found a seashell, a giant seashell. But this one found a giant acorn.
Damn, you're ugly.
Come on, one more. Oh. There we go. We don't have god pose here in Taiwan. Makes sense, but instead we got a lot of Buddha pose. Oh, I see. So it's predominantly Buddhist country. Arbitrator. Wait, haven't I been here before? Now I'm getting mixed up about the stuff that I did in Yorvet's Path. So we've never been here in this path. And yep, good sword. Nice. I've never seen any Buddha pose, to be honest. It's interesting. Oh, please give me a minute. I just need to get a delivery. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Wala nang babayaran doon. Yung na-return ko. Okay, we're back. So they call it elderly pose. Something posted online or some software. Like every morning. Oh, so there's an app that does that. Yeah, I'm sure there are apps like that for Bible verses as well. In the evening and drink the visionary's potion. So we need to meditate till the evening. Just do this close to midnight. And here at this altar, perform the ritual. Wait, before we perform the ritual, quick save. Oh, you cannot save it this time. Are you sure? What about here? Here we can save. Have you seen the makeup test of the live-action Geralt? Yes, I have, Flo, and I have to say, not a fan. But of course, it's gonna get better when they add the post. When they edit that in post, it's going to be better. Just the wig, it felt very fake. But yeah, they can fix that in post. Atebe, that's Henry Cavill, right? The actor for Superman. They are doing a live-action Witcher adaptation for Netflix. He needs more stubble. Probably he's too clean shaven, isn't he? Now let us meditate. No, drink potion. I really hope it turns out to be good. Henry Cavill is a really good actor, even though I'm not a fan of the DC superhero movies. Visionary's potion. Let's drink this. Henry Cavill is a great fit, or at least a proper fit. Yep.
I'm too old for this.
Maybe he needs to get what? Okay, you need to focus here. Our visions. A giant black chicken. I was going to say cock, but chicken. These are the cocks. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Don't know that anybody needs to know about that one.
Tell you the visionary about your vision. How did we get up here? Like, did we ride one of those giant cocks up here? Oh, the visionary's notes. So here is part 1. Those are not mushrooms, Ateve. Those are definitely not mushrooms. They look exactly like the dildos back at Act 1 in the brothel. Well, let's read. My road to the light, the first fragment. I must be repentant after years spent living in error. No soldierly vice was too vile for me. During my years of service, I embraced gambling, alcohol, sloth, lies, and evil profanity. I took lives, and not just when ordered. I was cruel. Today, I see clearly that I had sunk into a darkness from the depths of which I could not see the light. Miss Sabrina Glevissig, bright and pure as a goddess, shone like the light of a candle in the blackest night. She always supported the soldiers and tried to draw me on to the path of righteousness. Yet I was blind to the light. It's really interesting how we can convince ourselves, right? How we can convince ourselves of anything that we want to believe in. It's more likely that Sabrina Glevissig did not care one bit about those soldiers, and yet, in his eyes, he wanted to see that Sabrina Glevissig cared for them, and wanted to lead them on a path. Okay, let's talk to the visionary about the giant chicken and the giant cocks. You would not believe what I saw, visionary.
Huh? What other matters?
I did what you asked.
Tell me what you saw.
A strange force and a giant hen. Alright.
You may think I'm as mad as you are, but in my vision I walked through a forest where the trees were huge mushrooms and a giant chicken walked between them, pecking at the underbrush.
You have no idea how happy I am. I've been having this vision of a giant hen among mammoth mushrooms for weeks.
Huh?
I thought I'd lost it, gone insane. Turns out my herbs must have gone off. I need to gather new ones, but that's my concern. Ask me what you will.
You must know a lot about Sabrina Glevisig's death.
Sabrina the Martyr left the world of the living to protect us all.
Yeah, about the candles.
Why the candles? What's the difference between Sabrina and other mages burned at the stake?
Others were strong in life. Her power bloomed when death wrapped its steely arms around her. She took the soldier who ended her suffering under her kind care. He never had to fear walking alone in the dark again. Have you seen the area? It's full of beasts and monstrosities. Jahan, the merciful soldier, has walked in the blaze of our power ever since. No creature born of darkness can get close to him.
He even came up with a title for himself, the Merciful Soldier. That might have to do with that medallion that you're wearing, actually, instead of any blessing from Sabrina Glevisig.
Did you hear about the curse Sabrina cast on the king?
Of course. A well-deserved punishment, a ghostly spell from her crimson lips. The king concocted a cruel fate for the sorceress, humiliated her, made her suffer the flames. Bound to a wheel and placed on the stake, she suffered in a way unimaginable to ordinary humans. But when the flame reached her maiden waist, not a single cry could be heard, only words foretelling King Hensel's imminent demise. Let a shooting star split the heavens and mark its mortal journey with a braid of blood. Let fools be duped by the sight of fish scales, turned by magic into square pieces of gold. Let the unicorn violate thousand-year-old rules, prompting a just punishment. Sabrina suffered so badly that a merciful soldier ended her torment, thrusting his spear into her aching heart.
So that was the last bit of the curse. That is what activated the curse, is that the unicorn, Hansel, defiling age-long rules when he killed that priest on that stone altar during their parley with, what's her name, with Saskia. That is what activated the curse. Do you know what happened to the spear? Yeah, do you know what happened to the spear?
Any chance of finding that spear?
It was so long ago, Witcher. But I believe the spear went to another soldier. The bugger sells relics from Our Lady by the Camp Inn.
Okay, we know him.
Now, back to some other matters.
You know anything about the ghosts fighting the battlefield? Yeah, sure, not overdoing it with those candles.
Why do you need so many candles? Why not build a campfire?
This is Sabrina's flame. Its light protects us and guides us soldiers every step.
Did you rob a convoy of wax sellers?
I make the candles myself. I give them to anyone looking for protection within the flame of courage.
Where do you get the wax?
Who are you?
Our descendants will decide who we were when they see what we've left behind.
You know what I mean.
Who were you before?
What does it matter? Let the sins of youth fade into oblivion. Look at the candlelight. Feel it, and you'll hear what it has to say to you.
I can't hear a thing.
Then you're not ready. But your time will come. You will then hear and understand. Trust me.
Okay. When something doesn't work, it's either you're not faithful enough or you're not ready. At least now we know where the spearhead is. To be honest, we should have known from the beginning that it would be with the relic vendor. It's just that the game didn't allow us to buy it from him. In fact, he told us the very first time that we met him that he was selling relics from Sabrina Glevisig's pyre. And yet the game didn't allow us to buy it from him. Oh, more items. I'm getting a lot of mutagens from these harpies. Okay, back to the camp now. We already finished Rotfiend contract, right? Yes, we just need to get our reward. And there should be a shortcut here to the camp. Yep, there it is.
The peddler said this nail was the closest to her right hand.
You fool! You'd believe him if he told you it was Sabrina's shin bone. He ripped you off.
We'll see in the next battle. The relic will protect me. All you'll have is the tin pan on that empty head of yours.
Really? You're going to be in front of me? So this is really weird to me. Why are they allowing all of these soldiers to worship Sabrina Glevisig? Someone who the king ordered to be killed. Why are they allowing that? Isn't that insubordination? It's like treason, really.
Relics, artifacts, trinkets and talismans. Hallowed and highly valuable.
I know you have the spear Jahan used to pierce Sabrina's heart.
I told you about that. And I thought the old freak
Yes.
was trying to forget the sins of his past.
Uh-huh. You know Jahan well.
You know Jahan well?
He despises me now, but things used to be different. We were called up at the same time. We fought under Hensel together. But I managed somehow while he hated it. Why did they send him to that ferocious battle? He was the worst dumbass in the entire army, but he outlived the best soldiers. Covered in shit, piss, snot and tears, and still he survived. He cracked when they burned Sabrina. A beautiful end to a fucking beautiful day. Then he went to the dogs. He pissed away all he had on drink. I was the fool who followed him and brought everything he pawned around the inns. That's how I got the spear.
Give me the spear, please.
I need that spear.
Tough luck, Witcher. I last saw it a
Oh,
few years back.
Of
What
course.
happened to it?
Look how similar we are. You want knowledge, I want coin. And we both need help to get what we want.
Okay.
What are your customary takings on a contract? I'll gladly accept but one half of that.
Let's try persuasion.
The fate of your king depends on that spear.
All right,
Yeah.
since you put it that way. You see,
Well,
when Jahan lost his
Not
head
too
to
greedy.
Sabrina, I
Anteve.
bought the spear from the innkeeper. The
He does
donkey's
care about
ass
his king.
pawned it in the inn. He drank like a fish. By then, Yahan had already hidden in the hills where no one dares to venture. Some call him the Visionary, but in my book he's just a nutter. Beats me why the beasts don't attack him. A fisherman who supplies the canteen said that some monsters hate the smell of fish oil. Yahan makes candles out of it.
What did you do with the spear?
Sorry to say I lost it in a dice game. Shame, because today it'd fetch a good price. I lost the spear to a soldier who later fought the squirrels in the forests of the Pontar Valley. He told me he'd used it to kill some Scoia'tael big shot. I heard the shaft cracked as if there'd been some fucking jousting tournament. The most interesting thing is that big shot is still alive. I heard he's now with that vixen from Edirn. Some frigging commander. Elves are weird creatures. Who knows, maybe he still has that spearhead.
Yorvith.
You know him?
I'll tell you for 100 orens.
Bah!
So the spearhead is with Yorvith? Okay, what a coincidence. And what was that thing that he said earlier? There was something that I wanted to talk about. What was he saying? How quickly I forget. There was something that I wanted to comment on. Anyway, perhaps I'll remember it later.
I found footprints at Sabrina's execution site. Do you know anything about that?
Why would I? You found them, not me.
Yet your boots are black from ash.
Shh. All right. What do you want to know?
Okay, now I remember. So now we know why the monsters don't attack the Visionary. It's because they hate the smell of fish oil. That's weird. Like, especially for, let's say, drowners. Drowners hate the smell of fish oil? How would that make sense? They probably stink a lot more than fish oil. They probably smell like fish oil, drowners. But okay, let's accept that. Makes sense. It's not the medallion. It's just he stinks. Like, Geralt should learn from that. Like, let's cover ourselves with fish oil.
Do you remember the sorceress Sabrina?
Same as all the others. Looked like a young nympho, with an old hag inside. You want to talk about her? See that freak who burns candles?
Yeah, that's true for all sorceresses. They look like nymphos, but they're an old hag inside. Even Yennefer, to be honest.
Got anything interesting there?
Ash from the stake? Whatever you...
Okay, nothing really interesting that he's selling. Sure, let's continue. The Blood Curse. Talk to Deathmold about the raid's mist. Oh, I bet it's going to be like how Philippa guided us through the mist. This time it's going to be Deathmold. Okay. Let's not do that yet. Because if it's like what happened with Philippa, it's going to automatically fail the other side quests. So talk to Dandelion and Deathmold. Oh yeah, conspiracy theory. But let us get our reward first for the Rotfiend contract.
What? Tournaments. Now that's a pastime for real men.
I'm here about the Rotfiend contract.
What about it?
The fiends have rotted for good.
Well done, we lost many patrols to them. Here's your reward.
Okay. And then defeat Adam Pangrat at arm wrestling. Okay, let's do this. Where's Adam Pankrat? We haven't done any arm wrestling since the prologue, I think.
We'll have to sit it out like hens on
Or maybe a little bit during Act 1 in Flotsam.
It won't just disappear.
Need some help, Monster Slayer?
I want to talk, dog of war.
I've heard much about you, Witcher. Greetings.
Greetings, Captain.
How much is Hansel paying you? Because, yeah, he is leading a band of mercenaries, right? You're famous.
I heard you gained fame during the wars with Nilfgaard.
Our fees have doubled since the Battle of Brenna. As it turns out, it was worth risking our necks.
Must be fatiguing fighting all the time.
I took a little time off recently. Something along the lines of a honeymoon. But I like my craft. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Let's talk arm wrestling.
Go on.
Bartholomew Bargy sends his regards.
Bart Bargy. I remember him. Strong for a peasant.
Oh yeah. So we actually
They say you're the
completed
strongest arm around here.
You wouldn't be
the arm wrestling quest in
How's
Flotsam.
that?
During the Battle of Brenna, I got into a knife fight with a Nilfgaardian commander. That's to say, he had the knife and I had my bare hands. I grabbed him by the wrist, but the blade kept coming towards my throat. He was strong, but lacked stamina. When I felt him weaken, I twisted his arm around and slit his throat. I've worked on my hands, wrists, and arms since then. They all come in handy in my profession.
Want to wrestle me?
To challenge Adam Pangret for the championship, you've got to beat the best contenders.
Of course. So who are they?
Who should I challenge?
Martin and Randall are the strongest in my company. Then there's Magnus, the camp blacksmith.
I'll try them.
Watch out for Magnus. As I see it, he could easily do his work with no tools.
Like blacksmithing with your bare hands. That I would like to see. So there are two who are in his company. Okay, all of them are out here.
Hello.
I challenge you to an arm wrestling. Martin.
Looking for something?
I heard some tough men serve in your company.
You heard right.
Care to test that with a little arm wrestling contest?
Why not? If you want to wrestle, I need to see some organs.
Sure, 20.
Let's do this.
Okay. Just need to guide the icon, make sure it's inside the orange bar, and it's that easy.
Your paws are strong as a bear's. I'll give you that.
Yours are strong for a human's, I guess.
Thank you, Atebe. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that. I didn't notice. It was maybe when I was using the scroll wheel, it accidentally, yeah, lowered the sound of the mic. Okay, we should be back to normal, right?
Take care.
Hey, watch it.
What is it?
I heard you and your men.
Okay,
arm
good.
wrestled a bit.
Thank you,
What's it to
Atebe.
you? That sport's only for the strongest.
Do I look like a wimp to you?
Truth be told. But I'm willing to test you.
If you want to wrestle, put down your orange and we'll get to it.
Let's do this.
Okay. Same thing as before. We just need to finesse it. There we go. I barely moved my mouse there.
You're tough.
I'm a bit scared of going.
And now the camp blacksmith.
What do you want?
They say blacksmiths are strong. I say they're fat pussies.
And I say I can show you just how
Language,
strong we
Geralt.
are.
Careful you don't snap something.
Show me your coin if you want to wrestle.
Let's do this.
Okay. Oop, okay, this one got a little bit harder. Okay. 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 He is indeed more powerful than the others.
My hand, damn you!
Might want to put a cold compress on that.
Oh no, we injured the camp blacksmith. He won't be able to make weapons from now on. Yeah, Teve. That scared me a little bit. I thought we were going to lose. And now we quick save. Now that we know that stuff is getting interesting.
Let's talk arm wrestling.
Go on. You've defeated.
Yeah, let's go.
As you're a witcher and I'm a mercenary, neither of us should wrestle for free.
Sure, I've never wrestled anyone for free, to be honest. 100. Cool.
Ready?
How strong are you, Adam Pangrat? Huh. This actually seems a bit easier. Oh, okay. Spoke too soon. I thought it was easier because the orange bar was longer. It started longer. There we go.
Lucky that Nilfgaardian at Brenna wasn't as strong as you. Or Adam Pangrat would be a heap of white bones right now.
Lucky for you, we were only playing for coin.
I venture to say there's only one man who stands a chance against you. Numa.
Numa? What kind of name is that?
He's a circus artist.
Mighty Numa.
Mighty Numa, they call him. Apparently grips like a vice. Word has it, he cheats.
How?
Performance-enhancing potions. The undetectable.
Oh, you mean the kinds of potions that witchers use?
You'd know best if he's using his muscles or alchemy.
We'll have to sit it out like hens
I mean,
on their eggs until this mist lifts.
Geralt really isn't in any position to complain about people using
Say only a
using
spell
potions.
will lift it.
So we're done with that because Mighty Numa is, yeah, we can find him during Act 3. So for now, find someone able to decipher the magic notes. Oh, did we need to do this before finishing Little Sisters? Because this is about Malgut. Immediately sense magic in them. After a moment's thought, the Witcher decided to take those notes to someone specializing in sorcery. This one, from a bygone era. Okay. But since we're here, I might as well try to ask... Let's ask Sheila. I don't really like Death Mold. And Sheila is a lot more pleasant to the eyes than Death Mold.
It's pretty obvious you and Death Mold don't exactly get along.
Death Mold is an overgrown baby. A fine match for King Henselt. The problem is that he's as jealous as he is childish. He claims I wish to steal his position at the Kedwenny court. Nothing could be more absurd.
Okay, we can't ask her about it. Let's try Death Mold then. Oh, but before we talk to Death Mold... we need to speak to Dandelion first. Conspiracy theory, talk to Dandelion and Denwald. The Blood Curse. Eternal battle? Okay.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the
Oh, not that. I mean this. Conspiracy theory.
in the air.
I had a mate from Rivia, but they killed him. I don't know why I'm telling you that.
Is this your crap? Did you make this crap, Dandelion?
I found a letter addressed to the people of Kedwin.
A letter? So?
It's your drivel, idiot.
Where'd you get that idea?
I know you. Not to mention you had the gall to quote me.
You're not the only Witcher in the world.
So, you admit it's yours?
Sure, it's mine. People have had enough of that pompous clown colluding with Nilfgaard. I decided I needed to open their eyes a little wider.
Any idea what that pompous clown's going to do when he finds out who's opening his people's eyes?
How would he find out? It could only come from you, and I assume, at least I hope, you won't rat me out.
They're going to kill you.
Nah.
Why did you poke your nose in this?
Henselt approached me to write a few panegyrics about him. You know, singing his praises. Can you imagine that? Me? Writing a political pamphlet? Who the hell does he think I am?
You
That's
did.
exactly what this letter is.
Yes.
Possibly. But it's for a good cause. Henselt's a prick.
Alright. Dandelion showing some backbone there.
Everything fine?
That's rare.
Great.
So, Dandelion is brave. In his own way.
The whole camp's gone berserk looking for the coins. Grown lads with their arses in the air. Bunch of know-it-alls.
Probably because he knows that Geralt will be there to save him, but still.
We need to talk.
What? No, hello.
No, no hello.
Hello.
Good morning, White Wolf. Will you take some tea? It's a fortifying beverage.
Some other time, maybe.
Okay, we can ask him about Malekith's notes.
Can you make anything out of these notes, sorcerer?
Where did you get them?
Unimportant.
And you've no notion what's in them?
Wouldn't be asking if I did.
They describe a very dangerous ritual. Practically pure necromancy. The sort that gets you burned at the stake.
Be specific. What kind of ritual?
One to summon the soul of an evil man. A man evil enough to wander the world after death. Souls of this kind gladly enter into covenants in the hope of being sent into the beyond.
Why would anyone want to deal with evil?
The possible reasons are many. You'll always find people willing to sell their souls in exchange for something valuable to them. I'll gladly buy the scroll.
No.
I thought necromancy was forbidden.
Oh, it is, but I'm an avid collector of manuscripts containing forbidden knowledge.
I'll keep it for now.
I think I'll keep it. Maybe I can become a collector myself.
So keep them for later use. Oh, interesting. Now, I could use some magic dust. Wait, let's see about these other options. Yeah, I found the conspirators and Trot.
I found Trot and a few other enthusiasts of the square corner.
I have Selkirk's
Did you learn
armor.
who leads them?
No.
Any survivors?
No.
Ah, you might at least have spared Trot. I'm sure he had secrets.
Any reward for the conspirators?
Indeed. A nice round sum per head.
Nice. There were a lot of heads there in that cellar. Sure. Yeah, this is a job that we're doing.
I could use the gold.
How many were there?
Vincent and 5 others.
You killed 6 men. You and your kind should be isolated.
The reward?
Is yours? Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm sure you can kill like dozens of men in an instant, Death Mold. And again, wait for events to unfold. I'm not sure about these. Are they going to attack me or something? Wait for an opportunity to cross to the other side of the mist. This should be it. Alright, so I'm going to do a manual save. We'll try it just in case it, again, just like the last time, it fails the other side quests. We're just going to have to reload. But let's do this.
I need magic powder to mark out the runes.
Are you aware that the formula requires powdered camphor resin?
I am.
Then you must also know that the resin is extremely valuable.
Procyon, hello! And very true. A witcher can kill 6 dudes, a wizard can kill 20, a king, thousands. I like that, Procyon. Very true. You think a witcher is powerful? Might be. A wizard? More powerful, but what about a king? He doesn't necessarily have the same strength and skill as Geralt or the magic of Death Mold, but indeed he can kill a lot more people. Henselt will pay you.
Get Henselt to pay you. I need the powder to do the exorcism, reverse the prophecy, and release him from the curse.
You should have said, I'll give you as much as you need.
Thanks, on the king's behalf.
I've one more thing you might find useful.
What's that?
You asked me for protective runes. I've done better. Take this grimoire, which details many. I believe there's even one for syphilis. I've marked my recommendations.
Thanks.
Okay, let me check up on that. Oh, but let's also talk about this. I know how to free the king of the curse.
I think I know how to free the king from his curse.
Well then, let's get to work.
Can't do anything until I have the spear the soldier stabbed Sabrina with. Problem is, it's in the hands of a Scoia'tael commander.
Oh, it's on the other side of the mist.
I know this, Yorvith. Are you certain this is the spear?
I last saw him back in Flotsam.
Yorvith is in Vergen, Witcher, along with most of the Scoia'tael from the area. They joined that peasant girl's insurgency.
Yorvith part of a peasant uprising? It doesn't make sense.
There's only one way to confirm or disprove it. You must cross to the other side of the mist. What of the other artifacts? Do you know them all now?
Not yet.
In that case, you must wait until you've learned everything before crossing. It's a dangerous voyage, not one to attempt twice, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I'd say.
Okay, goodbye. Now that we have that magic dust, do we need to return to Sabrina Glevisig's pyre? Talk to Demold about the raids missed. I'm looking for the quest tied to that. There is nothing. Turning memories. Symbol of Fate, a medallion, was in Henselt's possession. Oh yes, that one. That's the missing relic. We need to talk to the king. Who is not here. Where did Henselt go? Oh, probably watching the tourney, isn't he? Oh, he's actually talking about battle plans.
I smell a Tamari.
Hello, King.
Greetings, Witcher.
Death Mold was kind enough to help me. I may be able to lift the curse sooner than I thought.
Details don't interest me. I expect results. That said, Master Geralt, what would you say to a long-term offer? Protection, for instance.
If it involves eliminating monsters, then yes.
That's perfect. My regal person is at all times threatened by potential monsters.
Not the same. I'm ill-suited to being a bodyguard.
You tread upon a slippery meadow, Witcher. Beware, it's strewn with the nastiest cow pies. I'm not one to be refused.
That's too bad. But, okay. This requires a more civil tongue.
It would run counter to Witcher rules, Your Majesty. I don't meddle in politics. I agreed to lift the curse because that's a part of my profession.
And I usually get what I want.
I still refuse. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it, and the bodyguard with moral dilemmas is not likely to provide the best protection.
True.
Seems logical, though I'd even say it contains a hint of a threat. Congratulations, Witcher! You've managed to piss me off and entertain me at the same time.
The sight of your camp must
let's
instill
butter
fear
him
in
up a
enemies'
bit.
hearts. I'm certain the stench does.
Normal military conditions, Witcher. Boiling cabbage, stale sweat, and the smell of fear. They're constant companions in the expansion of any great empire.
Thanks for the history lesson. I take it you'll wait until the last minute to bring the remaining troops across.
Nothing sinks defenders' hearts more than steady increases in their enemies' ranks. Though I'll say these Vergen sons of bitches are worthy foes and won't flee so easily. It's good having a neighbor who knows how to fight.
I'm not sure the people of Eddern share that sentiment.
Henselt actually has like a few qualities that I really admire about him. But of course it's that one or two bad traits that would just made you hate him. Okay, Godspeed. So we weren't able to ask him about the medallion. Find the Dunbanner standard, Vandegrift's sword, a piece of Selkirk's armor, so we have that armor. Lastly, acquire Henselt's medallion. Okay, no option.
We'll have to sit it out like hens on their eggs.
So probably... No, they're not... It doesn't need to be done, like, in the proper order because we found Selkirk's armor first. And the Dunbanner standard is Across the Mist as well as Vandegrift's sword. So we can't do those now. So we asked Deathmold for some magic powder. I'm thinking that we needed to use that on Sabrina's pyre. But I'm looking for the quest that is tied to that. Conspiracy theory, a score to settle, not this. Assassins of Kings, not this. Dead symbolized. Yeah, wait for an opportunity to cross to the other side of the mist. Let's talk to Deathmold again. Maybe now he can help us cross. Yeah, maybe it's time for this.
Learn anything new about the curse?
The mage on the other side of the fog is also probing the battlefield. A sorceress.
How do you know?
You shall know them by the fruit of their spells. Magic differs with the brain type that generates it. The female mind is simply laid out differently.
It could be Triss.
No, Witcher, it's someone far more powerful.
I've got to get through the mist, or I can't lift the curse.
I shall supply the white flag when you set out as our emissary. The lass is reputedly honorable. She'll welcome you, invite you to a feast, and with a bit of luck you may even plough her.
You're sick, Deathmold.
They say she's very pretty. Peasant girls not to your liking?
Not your concern.
In case the elves lack an understanding of diplomatic symbolism, please also take this armor. With His Majesty's blessing, I might add.
A king's concern can be boundless when his life depends on that of another.
I spent some time working on this recently. This little marvel will guide you through the fog and provide a measure of protection from the specters.
Thanks.
Oh, he's actually going to do it differently. He's not going to be there in person like Philippa.
Spoken to the king yet?
Indeed, he was delighted to hear he can be cut from the curse.
Great, because I need the medallion of the priest known as Crest. I heard it's in Henselt's possession.
He'll give you nothing until you free him from the curse. Truthfully, I believe I understand him. You have a good chance of perishing when you confront the Draugrs.
Give me a break, Deathmold. The two of you are just afraid I'll leave this entire mess in your hands.
Ah, that is something I do not fear at all, for I know exactly why you're here. As for the king, you may curse him and scold him and call him a fool if you wish, though it's not something I would advise.
See you.
Okay. Now I heard like something when we were talking to Deathmold. Fate symbolized lift the curse. Lift the curse from Henselt, then discuss the medallion. That symbolize cross. Okay, now we can cross. The miss. Just want to check, make sure I did not fail anything. Okay, so far we haven't failed anything yet. Okay then. Let us enter that spectral battlefield. But level up first. Damage reduction? Sure. Oh, 2 talents. Critical effects. Vitality 100 or chance of bleeding? Let's go for vitality. Plus 75 vitality. Oh, hello.
Good to see you, you old rogue.
Why the long face, Sultan?
Everything's fucked.
I know.
The only sight worse than a sad dwarf is the sight of a very sad dwarf.
I don't suppose you have any vodka?
Sure.
Might have.
Wonderful. Life without old mates and booze is like a woman without a rump.
If you need a change of climate, come with me. I'm on my way to Vergen.
You say that as if you're going to the brothel round the corner. Forgetting about the spectres?
I may have amnesia, but I remember the curse.
Well, all I get around here is non-human midget and the like. And I've dwarven brethren on that side. Sure as shit, I'll take Saskia over that prick Hensel too. You really willing to help me cross?
Of course.
You know, Geralt, I have a feeling that Vergen's where I should be.
I get you. Let's go.
How do you plan to get through the fog? Thought it was suicide to venture into it.
Deathmold gave me a protective amulet.
Throw it out! I wouldn't touch anything belonging to that dick.
Trust me.
I had a choice. Navigate the fog with an amulet or without it. Seemed safer with.
You're the expert on that magic shite, I guess?
Just trust me and stay close.
Oh, what the hell. Better the devil you know. I'll come with you.
You know, Bro Sion, I was thinking the exact same thing. I just couldn't say it because I wanted to let them talk. I was thinking the exact same thing when he said that. I completed all of those. Like Geralt still has the complete collection. So no, Geralt has no problem with peasant girls.
I can't wait to have some proper ale instead of that piss water they drink in the Kidwenny camp. Thanks again, Geralt.
Alright, now I'm checking. So quest item, and then this protective amulet. There's no way we can equip it because we can't equip amulets. So I guess this should work automatically. And we have Zirael's armor from the king. Right? Yes. So, okay, let's wear this. It has 15% protection from magic. So that should help. Yeah, let's add some, like, the common enhancements. Like this one. Upgrade, yes. What else? Armor. Magical? Sure. One more. Yeah, at least give me a +2. This one. There. And for the sword... Where are the sword enhancements? Like runes. Oh, +5%. Earth rune. Sun rune, also 5%. So let us do the fire rune. Will these stack? Well, no, let's just use a sun rune. There we go. But I forgot that we're going to be battling some specters and ghosts, so I should have upgraded the silver sword instead. Oh, but anyway, I also forgot that we're not going to be fighting as Geralt anyway. Zoltan is excited to get there. I hope he doesn't die, because there is going to be a battle later on, and we are just sending him to Vergen.
Tough crossing ahead of us, Sultan.
Looking to scare me now?
Let's save again, just in case.
That.
Okay.
I see the path. The amulet is guiding us.
You sure?
The amulet is working. Are we supposed to be fighting here? Or will they just keep on respawning? Let me see. I think they just keep on respawning. Oop, 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 up. Careful. Is Zoltan following me? Yes. Oh, no? Don't think he is. Zoltan? Yeah, he is. Good. So he did say there was a path. Oh, there it is. There's the medallion. Again. Is this it? This looks like the path? No, this is not the path. Okay, nice to know that grenades, oh, there was one behind me, still work against specters. There we are.
How many more will turn up?
We're across the mist. Whew. Almost died there. And we arrive at Vergen.
Never again. Fucking fog.
Look at it this way. You'll be able to brag about seeing the ghostly fog from the inside for the rest of your life.
I'd rather brag about how I plowed 3 wenches at once in my youth.
Honestly, that's a lot better brag.
Kill him! Adon! Stop! You're making a mistake!
Well, I'm sure I'm happy that I brought Zoltan with me.
Interesting. There's a war on. Don't know if you've noticed.
And wars are won by killing foes? Or do I have it all wrong?
The Witcher's a messenger. On his way to see Saskia.
Not your typical messenger.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but we had to pass through an atypical fog in which your typical messenger would have shit just before he...
Enough! We'll not let you inside Vergen. But you can deliver your message to the commander of the watch. He's stationed by the town gates.
Plowing typical elf. Come on, Geralt.
Like Zoltan complaining earlier about the racism that he's experiencing in the Kedweni camp, but now he says, typical elf. Well, it's not only humans who can be racist, I guess. Why are there pools of blood here? Okay. Alright, we're back here. Isn't this familiar? It's actually my first time noticing that there is a rune inscription written there at the top of this gate. Probably dwarven runes. Would be interesting to find out what they actually say.
Most of us don't like humans.
I know. Not human though.
Why, it's Geralt of Rivia and Zoltan Chive. Pinch me, Burden, for I believe I've dozed off while on duty.
Could be an illusion, eh? Or some spectres from the battlefield have lost their way. Maybe we ought to tickle them with an axe, just to be sure.
I'm afraid there's no mage out there who can conjure up the Witcher's mug, nor the aroma of Zoltan's beer-soaked beard.
Yarpin Zigrin. Lice eat me if I'm not delighted to see that horrid mug of yours.
This lad here's scaling Burden. Geralt, what are you doing standing there as if you swallowed a halberd? Got a hug for an old mate?
Sorry, I have amnesia, Yarpin. I've heard a lot about you.
Greetings. Triss has told me a lot about you.
Wee Marigold? Ha! How is the lass? Let me tell you, Scalen, this here Witcher's the very embodiment of chivalry. All the Selkirks of the world can't hold a candle to him. And you know why?
No, but I got a feeling we're about to find out.
Why, thank you. Later, gentle dwarves. I'm here on important business.
I'm afraid we're in too big a hurry to stop and reminisce. We're here on important business.
Gentle dwarves.
Any idea where I might find the Dun banner?
Try the Netherworld. The whole unit was cut down during the battle 3 years ago.
I meant the unit's standard, which symbolizes death.
Ah, that makes it a lot easier. We buried it with the remains of the Kedwenis.
Where?
Just outside Vergen. I'll mark it on your map as the road could get confusing. Strange things are afoot in those crypts, Witcher. Kedweni ghosts scaring off our folk. That would be normal since they were invaders. But one's some kind of amateur historian, asking all that venture there about the battle and the Dun banner.
I'll look into it. Thanks.
Yeah, I still remember that ghost who's going to quiz us before he gives us the Dun banner. We're ready this time. We're ready for that pop quiz. A history quiz.
Triss could be somewhere in this area.
The plague. I've not seen her 5 years, must be. Since that day they proclaimed you dead. Last saw her in Rivia, in any case.
From what I've been able to establish, the Kingslayer forced her to teleport the two of them to this area, and she's not on the other side of the fog.
What did this Kingslayer look like?
A huge, bald witcher. Wears a medallion with a snake on it.
Sorry, Geralt. Doesn't even ring the tiniest bell, any of that.
I might know something. This drunk in Vergen claims he saw a redhead fall from the sky somewhere among the ravines. And then he said the sorceress Philippa Eilhart came around looking for this woman.
Shriveled old minx.
She sent her servant and some peasants to the ravines after her. But they came back empty-handed. Now Philippa's servant maid's gone, leaving the sorceress angry as a wasp. She even turned one of the plebs into a pig. I spoke to one of those peasants. He claims the lass was no servant, but an Nilfgaardian agent. And she apparently found something in those ravines. Maybe it was Triss. And maybe it was that witcher. Madame Eilhart, or the old minx as Yarpen calls her. Knows she's been duped and can't forgive herself for it.
Did the woman flee south, deeper into Edirn?
Fucking hell. She came out the main gate not more than an hour ago. Headed straight for the fog. Thought she might be out to do some magic probing or whatnot.
She knew a bit of magic.
Yeah.
She might have crossed.
I guess I need to visit Shillard when I get back.
So by this time, Philippa already found out, I guess, that her leashed sorceress was a traitor, was a spy. I need to meet with Saskia.
I have to see Saskia.
To what end?
To dispel the mist of wraiths, I need a few magic artifacts.
What's Saskia got to do with that?
Her sword is one of those items.
And what do you suggest I do? Yorvith and Saskia banned us from letting strangers in. And here are two old mates come over from the other side who want just that. A lose-lose situation if ever I've seen one.
That ought to be easy to get around.
Cow pies ought to be easy to get around, yet we don't always succeed.
I'm staying here, Yarpen. I want to join you, enlist. Will you have me in the Dwarven Brigade?
Will I have you, Chiefy? Will I plough and have you? Why, I'll make you fucking commander, you cocksucker! Problem solved. Scalen, you're my witness.
It's that easy,
no
is it?
No longer a stranger.
Okay.
Alright. Now I'll introduce you to Saskia, and you can try to clarify the story with a sword for her. Or whatnot.
Don't you fret about the sword, Geralt. I promise to ascend to the fucking heights of oratory. Be soft as a mink, cautious as a novice strumpet. I'll get you that blade if I have to shave my beard off.
Alright then. See that, Scalen? We were headed for a tragedy.
Now we're headed for a comedy.
Ah, youth these days. Lacking hope and heart. You know what Zoltan and I saw at Brenna, lad? To us, there's no such thing as the impossible.
Well, that's true.
It's nice to talk to you all, but we've got things to do.
Ah, that's life. Open the gate. I've got to fetch me a certain sword.
Wait a minute. If by some miracle you obtain that cursed blade, I'd advise you not to parade it out the main gate past the squirrels.
Sure.
Got another solution?
There's another passage. I'll mark it in the Witcher's map and show you myself. Sound all right to you?
It does. In the meantime, I'll look around for that flag.
Prime, I'd say.
Off we go then.
Alright. With that, yeah, with those series of conversations out of the way, we can end the stream. And then tomorrow we'll continue. We'll start looking for these, the flag, the sword, and then we'll lift that curse. And one thing there, before we end the stream, Yarpen did say that it has been 5 years since Geralt died. I think that was the first time that I realized the time span, the time scale. I don't know how to say it, of when this game happened after Geralt's death. Yeah, I'm sure I got those before. Yeah, you mean in Yorvet's Path. But that conversation, yes, I'm sure I already had that before when I first played this, because I first played it on Roach's Path. I just forgot. But this time, yes, this is going to be a lot easier since we know where all of them are. Okay, so we will do that tomorrow. Yep, It's been 5 years since Geralt's death. At least we have a concrete number. So yeah, so thank you Atebe, thank you Flo, thank you Procyon. Until next time, take care and bye bye.